Okay, this video is for esfromec1. I don't think you put your first name in there. Sorry if I'm butchering your handle. But you asked about the relax sauna. I'm sorry that I did not upload, I didn't find the footage from me doing the complete review a couple of months ago where I unboxed this, put it together, used it, did all the EMF levels. I'm not sure exactly what you want to see in today's video, so I think you just want to see some EMF levels and go from there. I know that this guy, now I like the guy that promotes this sauna, but I have to be honest with you, what he's saying about the EMF doesn't seem to back out. Supposedly, you know, these particular far infrared generators, I don't want to say mitigate or disrupt or diffuse EMF, but that is what they claim. The tools show something totally different. I don't know if it's within the levels for whatever you're looking for. You'll have to make that judgment call yourself. But what I can show you is, you know, what the tools show, and then you can see, you know, you can draw your own conclusions. So I think I'm gonna have to, I don't know if you'll be able to see the levels. Probably not. Let me take the tripod, or let me take the camera off the tripod, and we'll go from there. All right, so like I say, not exactly sure what you want to see, but here's the relax. You can hear it kind of kick on. So we can go through with some preliminary measurements if you'd like, and just take a look. So let's see what we've got for ambience away from the cord. Seems pretty high right here, actually. We've got 1.15 on the Alpha Labs, 0.2 there. Tri-field reads pretty high. I'll just start with this guy. So right at the controller, make sure I don't have my phone in my pocket. We shouldn't have RF from that. All right, it's definitely coming from something else. Disregard the RF part. There's not going to be any RF in this sauna. So there's, I don't know, 20 milligauss or so, pretty close to the controller. If you're right up next to it, it's 50, 60, 70. Seems to check out. Seems to check out with the tri-field or whatever. Let's go for the seated position at the backrest. So backrest looks to be 1 milligauss. On the chair, I'm gonna have to take this off. So on the chair, looks to be 1.5, which is pretty good. Where things kind of go south is when you go down to the foot pads. Got about 60 milligauss where the feet go. Same thing on the other side, plus or minus. Oh, I've got Velcro on there. And then down between the foot pads, 30 or so. And then control panel, or not control panel, the controller. So one of the things that I'm not a huge fan of about these is that some saunas have a step down transformer where it takes 120 and turns it into DC. This appears like it has AC going all the way to the fan units. And so, you know, I don't want to shit on these guys, but basically I like what they say about they keep all of the EMF down by the feet, so it's away from the vital organs and this and that. But I mean, you've got some solid higher measurements in here. You know, I don't know, it just depends on what you're looking for. Let's go for electric fields. Let's try some of those. Not too bad. 300 volts per meter. Not bad at all. I would expect that to be a lot higher. So let's test body voltage. Let's take a baseline level outside of the sauna, see what we get. With me standing away from it, I can't read that. Hopefully you guys can read it. I think it's about 700 millivolts or 0.7.5 volts. You'll have to tell me on the screen. So then I'm going to get in the sauna. This is why I don't like these, because they're not comfortable for me. But that's not what this video is about, right? So let's see if I can zoom here and hold this stuff. We've got 4,500 millivolts or 4.5 volts. So there's an average increase of about 3,500 millivolts or more, it looks like to me. So there are some electric fields in here. Maybe I didn't hit the right spot with the electric field meter or account for them. Or maybe it's, you know, this thing being pretty close to me. I don't really know. But that's pretty much the levels that I see in here. Now I like the fact that they do keep all the EMF fairly low, except for this thing that's right on your head. But you could easily take that off, put it next to the floor. But I mean, if we go from the seat, which is about 1.5, and we kind of go down, before we get to the ankle, we're about 6 milligauss. By the time we get to the foot, it's off the charts. Let's move my foot over a little bit. It's considerably higher than the Alpha Labs, which is rather strange. I wonder if the sauna, once it heats up, if it increases a little bit. Yeah, because that's higher than we had before, right? When I first turned it on and the fan motors weren't hot, it was nowhere close to 100 on the, because this was the right-hand side. It was actually lower than this side. So maybe, that's so weird. Now we get the opposite effect. I can't explain that, to be honest with you. So anyway, all I was trying to show you was, I like the fact that they keep the EMF toward the lower part of the body, but by the time we get down to the foot, we're at 100 milligauss. By the time we get up to the knee, it dissipates pretty much into nothing, which is cool, but I still am not a huge fan of that high of a level, especially if it's AC current. There's fan motors in there. Not going to kill you, but definitely not a low EMF sauna. And you'd be hard pressed to show me how a fan motor or any kind of chip is dissipating the EMF from something like this. However, it does get hot, it does make you sweat. I think it does, you know, what it's supposed to do. If this is what you're looking for, you know, I hope this was helpful in some way. So we'll take the meter, put it right on top of the heater, and we will zoom in. We've got about 1 milligauss. So now let's turn the heaters on and see what the sauna itself creates. Well, that's not good. Let's try that again with a different meter that reads higher. All right, we've got about 1.3 milligauss. We'll turn these on. And we've got 112, 115. Let's come up the leg. Where am I here? About halfway up the leg. Cool. Well, the good thing about this is there isn't any EMF at your back, like in a lot of the carbon panel models. But, you know, I don't know. It just depends on what you're looking for.